And line up as well after suffering that blow to his head in the recent tri-series. He gets his opportunity now with New Zealand with their backs against the wall early. 2 wickets down, just the 15 on the board. And a fired up Bangladesh. And you don't want to get strangled down the leg side. There was a noise.
Well, it was the only calm one on the field for the most part after the appeal was Rashad Hussain at second slip. He's just waving his hands, going, no, 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 no. It was off the pad.
Don't bowl on the pads, though.
World Cup was very much the complementary nature of how he plays so well off his legs, where Devon Conway plays so well on the offside, so they complement each other really well.
Great song. Elegant, really elegant.
It's on the up, classical, stays on top of it, controls it beautifully. Finds the gap between mid-off and cover. And you're not stopping that once it gets through the outfield. To him.
You won't stop that. One off the front foot, one off the back foot. As good as you'll get out of the textbook, those two shots.
Gorgeous looking shot. Let's have a look at this. Initial movement was in the front foot, and then he realized the ball was on the shorter side. So he goes, leans back, and places off the back foot. What a shot that is.
Quite on top of that, but in the end, he's going to pick up a boundary because I think he adjusted quite nicely.
Rachin Ravindra looking to blast it through the offside, but he just checks his shot at the very last minute. He gets lucky. It's not in control. But again, the 6th boundary in the last 13 deliveries.
And he beats them both with absolute precision. Ravindra is looking good.
Means he can hit through the line. He's not worried about the 2 catches in front of his face. He knows with the control that he's got, he can squeeze it through that gap. His strengths.
Single, head over.
The circle squeeze. Balls like that just go for one. Wide or really straight. That's good running.
Beautifully bowled. And in the end, it had to be well played, and I think he was gone. I really do believe had that hit, that would have been the end of Rachin Ravindra. What a moment.
Definitely looks like an opportunity. Really well bowled. I thought there was a run in there. Never there. Direct hit. They needed a direct hit. Let's see how close was he. Would have been gone. Yes.
How big.
Yeah. He's found space with that. And it wasn't pretty on the boundary line, but effective enough.
Rachin in particular. Left-handers just look so pleasing to the eye.
And he'll keep strike.
Cool as you like. And he has been asked, actually, in the short time he's
won. Not something Bangladesh.
But
Oh, a little goose step. He needs to get going, and he does.
sprinter position.
And that's in the air, but it's found some space through cover.
One.
And it's that shot. Just using the pace there, Rachin. Oh, just out of reach. We've seen some classic catches in this tournament.
Pull shots, Shanto being one, having got in, was spliced up in the air. And that just hurried Rachin Ravindra.
Jackarelli has got over his knock to the knee. Gloriously timed shot once again. Oh, that's come off the back of the bat, hasn't it? It's gone up and over, not where anyone was expecting.
Pretty solid again here. This attempted slower ball that got away from everybody, really.
Pole.
Rachin doesn't mind doing.
Is it? Well, that'll do, and that's a wonderful way to bring up 50. Gentlemen, we are seeing the emergence of one of the great modern-day players. Without putting the commentator's curse on him, he is very special.
Yeah, first half century against Bangladesh, 7th overall. Over 1,000 runs now. This is such high quality. There was an off-pace delivery, just floated a little bit.
Just the one.
ICC at the nets, and you've got an opportunity to learn as you get older.
Top edge, there's your mistake, there's your opportunity. Fall safely, have been non-productive. Too many.
Yeah, way too many. I think when you look at the leaderboard through this phase of ODI cricket, you get India right up there. They're just a smidge over 50%. The over.
Just a touch full, that one.
Almost halfway. A bit of the air might have gone out of it a touch. Maybe it's a little more.
Happy to play off the back foot at the moment because he's getting the length. And that's a boundary. Honestly, that was beautifully timed.
Smoked away. Falling pretty flat, both of these two. Rachin Ravindra does like to use his feet. Just swatted across and into the gap.
He's thumped that for a single.
3 sixes. And off the last ball.
It's going to run away from everybody, and it'll be 4 byes. It was a sweep shot from quite wide, which Mushfiqur didn't pick up.
Just a bit of bounce there. And it's been edged fine. He went with it in the end.
Just some extra bounce on this occasion. doesn't bowl many top spinners or googlies, but that is the top spinner, hence the extra bounce. He's unable to control it, but he gets away with it again.
And that one, the variation, a little bit more out the front of the hands. Short. And belted away. Latham missed out on a short one. Rachin Ravindra doesn't. A big beaming smile on his face.
Interesting bowling change. Just think, okay, part-time bowler, can he sort of just get a bonus wicket here? At the moment, just these batters are in too good a form, and anybody is going to put that out the park.
And again short, this time offside. And again a boundary.
Rachin, he's been on to anything half short, particularly through the offside. It's fantastic batting. It's not great bowling, it must be said. Genuine drag down.
And again, this time the sweeper will tidy up.
And what Gary Stead,
Yeah.
I guess the point on that is the selection of Will Young versus Devon Conway. You say Will Young's had that opportunity, great piece of fielding. But then do you say, okay, Will Young...
Quick on that back cut, and that's not a long boundary in that direction, that's 4 more.
We've seen him blast it past cover a few times. This time he just uses the pace, uses the height of Rashad. He's able to just knock it behind point. There's a huge gap.
He sort of turned to that top, he hasn't he? Tweak shots. I almost feel like...
Defend. Particularly with only 4 fielders out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is that. But as a wicketkeeper, you track the ball off the ground. And
Wow, did that carry? I think it did. The reaction, Mahedi at backward point. Did he get his fingers underneath it?
And it went low. And he's in there quite tight, looking for any kind of mistake. Rachin looking to get down the wicket. Yeah, absolutely, it's a chance. It's a tough one, because at times you can be worried about your fingers jamming, but you've got to take those. That's the second chance they've missed off Rachin tonight.
That's a good pickup. They get the buzzer, get the overthrow.
Been littered with some fine strokes though as well. That one past the outside edge.
Wicket at this stage of the game.
Streets, Dools, in that match that you were talking about before. Shot. He is in full flight. I dare say it when he gets 100 here. Cover drives. Hasn't come downtown a lot. He's decided to stay back in his crease against all spinners, and now the sweep shot's starting to come in.
Just the one. Eases it past the man behind point. He does love an ICC men's event, does Rachin Ravindra. 300s in the men's 50 over World Cup just a couple of years ago, and now 100 in the men's ICC Champions Trophy, his 4th overall. And a match-defining one from New Zealand's point of view, perhaps.
Well, he had to sit and watch the destruction of Pakistan in Karachi, out with a concussion injury, but chomping at the bit to play, and it's been magnificent.
Special talent. Plays the ball with such ease, and they appreciate everything that he's done today. Slightly different role, having to fill the number 4 role for Daryl Mitchell today, who's Would have been a decision to leave either Conway or Will Young out had Mitchell been okay.
And now? Dooley, put your selection hat on.
It's the same thing now, isn't it? Still a conundrum.
Unit brilliant. Batting to have form players, already 300.
So we go back there. We'll have a little bit of familiarity about it. So from that point of view, I'm not saying the result doesn't matter, because every result does matter. Finds the man. And now dropped. Speaking of good fortune, there's a little bit more.
Mahmudullah should have taken it. Pretty easy chance there. When you talk about those chances, then if you don't hold on to grab those chances, then you really can't expect to defend this total, which Bangladesh made in the end, 236. So another one goes down.
Fields the ball, touches the ball. Carved away, backward a point for 4.
But it's been a masterclass. Similar sort of foot movement, loves that forward press and then goes even further into the ball. Zero fear of bounce on this track. I know Australia and South Africa will be sitting back and watching the kind of lines and lengths that have been bowled on this wicket. Even probably would have been a possibility. I think it's a better wicket than what Bangladesh showed, and they're just cruising at home here in New Zealand.
So very important wickets.
High, but not long enough. Chance taken. Good catch out in the deep on the boundary. Substitute fielder on, I think that is. Parvez Hussain, I think that is on as the substitute. It's the end of a fantastic innings from Rachin Ravindra.
Yep, superb innings. Crisp. Pretty much from ball one, hitting the middle of the bat, featuring some great cover drives. A good tempo. He set New Zealand up. Probably be a little disappointed he couldn't finish it, but that's a great yuck. Really good knock, young man. 112. Special, 201 for 4.